When I say I find winning products every single product research video I do, I am not joking. Check out how I literally just found a $40,000 a month product and how you can do the same thing. Let's go. Hello, it's me, Karina. Welcome back to my Amazon FBA channel, and product research is so important. That is why we are here today with yet again another product research videos where I show you how you can find profitable products that make you a very healthy revenue with a very healthy profit margin. So let's actually get into my computer so I can show you how I did it. All right, we got the glasses vibes today because we are extra focused to find winning products. So honestly, let's just get into it. I'm going to be using Helium 10. A lot of you are using different tools, so I want to showcase all the tools that I use as well, so you know exactly how I find products this way and all the specifics of it, so you know I want to cater it to you. And today we're using Helium 10. I have a 50% off coupon code down below for the first month, and if you want every month to be off, it's 10% off, but all the links are down below if you have not used this. They have a lot of features. We're gonna go to black box today, and seriously, product research videos are so helpful. This is how I started, is by just watching so many research videos, and then after a while you kind of get the hang of things and you know what you're looking for. So we're just gonna powwow get through this. Okay, so let's just literally here for the first time, this is exactly how I do it when I do product research, selecting certain categories, and that's what I'm going to do now. I don't like to select all the possible ones that are possible, just because you know it's going to take a very long time to get through them. So I'm just going to select 3 categories. I don't want to be shown a bunch of million of results. And then monthly revenue minimum, I'm going to go for 6,000. I always put random numbers, and you know this if you have watched my videos. And then price will start off from like $16. Oops, not 1,600. And then we'll go up to, let's say, like $27.93. Review count, you guys know that I don't really get scared off by reviews too much, as long as they're under 500, as long as there's a few sellers that are doing relatively well with lower reviews, then I know I can go in and compete with them. Like I said, I always go and find things that look like they could be private labeled. Obviously, certain brands like cookies or clothing, I don't like selling. Some like grocery, you cannot sell that. And if you notice that you picked a few categories and you're just not seeing things, like all you're seeing is brand products, then you know it's probably a good time to exit off and try different things. Like this is definitely something that you can private label right here. So I open this and I keep scrolling. I open a few of them and then I go back and really dive deep and analyze the market. So boxes, it's a commodity, but I just want to check it out. It's clearly selling well. Anything that's showing up here is within the ranges that we selected, so we already know that a specific product is selling well, right? So if one is showing up, we already know that it's doing more than 6,000, which is what we put in. So that's kind of the thing here. And you never know with certain products, even if you're not sure what it is, it's a safe bet to just open it and double check. Granted, sometimes it is really random, or a brand name. If it's a brand name, a big brand name that's sold in like large retail stores and they just have different items that they sell, I don't suggest ever competing with them, just because it's most of the time they're commodities, and then they just have so many diverse products that there's just no point. So okay, so let's begin with this. I have a good amount open. I don't want to spend too much, but basically you understand the point. Just go through this and open random products. I don't even know what that is. Just open things that look unique, interesting. Even this right here, whatever the heck it is, it only has 97 reviews and a horrible listing, but it's selling more than $6,000. So there's a reason for that, and we want to see what it is. But let's start with this. This is a pill splitter, okay? That's interesting. So we already know that this is doing well. However, like always, you know that we cannot just rely on one product. We want to see them all. So I'm gonna go in here and put in the main keyword into Amazon and see how the general market is. So this is the main keyword, pill splitter. And then this is actually the viral launch extension. So I run this, and then we see the general market, because just because one product is selling well does not mean that if you launch the exact same product, you're going to do well as well. All it means is for some reason that one person has a good thing going, whether they could be using outside traffic, right? They could be a well-established company in other places. They could be on Amazon for a very, very long time. So we never really know why they're selling well. However, if everyone on the first page is selling well, then ding, 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 the market is probably very stable. And that's when we can start to look into it and just really, be certain that if we go into it, we're going to do well as well. So what I look for is a stable market, a price with a margin, and relatively okay reviews where I can compete. Just looking at the monthly revenue, this is great. It's all stable. Everyone is selling really, really well. So we know if we get in here and we get on the first page, we can take a percentage of those sales. The price is okay. It definitely ranges. However, I like my price to be at a healthy profit margin, and I typically like profiting about $7 like profit from each product. And I know there's a lot of different ways that people do it. Like if some sellers, if it's selling a high volume, if you're selling like, a bunch of units a day, like 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, then like a low profit margin is okay to them. However, keep in mind that you do have to take some of that and put it towards PPC. And when you put some of that money towards PPC, obviously your profit margin goes down. So you want to make sure that you are leaving some room to do that, so you're not just like in the negative. So here again, what I like to say about private label is that it is a very, very diverse business model, and you should not write products off. The reason I am teaching you how to do this, and the way I teach things in my course, is to know what you are looking for. So when you are looking for things, you can distinguish whether this is a product that needs some tweaks, and then you can still be successful at it, because it doesn't have to fit a cookie cutter situation, because if you do that, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunity. So let's say the profit margin is $5 and oh no, I said $7, right? That doesn't mean don't do this product. And just because some of the price is low here for $5, others are selling it for $23. Again, maybe you can go in and put a price at $23 and still do well. This is like exactly what I teach in my course, is what to look for, and then give you the skills to actually implement to a bunch of different markets, so you have the freedom to kind of know if this is something that's actually going to make you a profit, because that's what we are after, right? So again, don't write this off. And then let me just quickly look at the reviews, and that's where I would actually pause on this product, because although the price is not as high as I would like it, some of them are doing well. So I would argue that potentially I can go in there and still, have a price of like, I don't know, around $25 or $30, but the reviews are just way too high. Everyone is in the thousands, and that's just not what I like. So I'm going to cross this out and move on to the next one. Okay, so shoe balancer. Interesting. I feel like, let's check this out. My immediate concern with this item is I am wondering if this is something that needs some type of certification, or if it's a health situation, or if I can mess up someone's back up because it's uneven, you know what I mean? And then I like get sued. That's kind of, I don't typically like these type of health items that mess with people's like actual physical bodies. But for the sake of this video, let's just analyze the market. Of course, like by all means, if this is great and you can find out the legal aspects of it or whatever, and it's a good market to go into, then for sure do it. But I'm just saying that just in case. Monthly revenue is pretty good. Everyone's doing well. It's actually quite nice. Imagine being one of these people, and this is why Amazon is so cool. Let me just, okay, there you go. There you go. I told you this would happen. I literally say I find a product in every single video, and what is this? It's the second product that I clicked on, and I have found a winning product. Again, don't get too excited. You know that there's several steps that you have to take a product through the research phases to make sure you can actually launch it. But just with phase one, just by looking at the numbers, this is looking pretty cool. This is exactly something I would analyze further. So we see the monthly revenue is amazing. This guy's doing $40,000 a month. So you could potentially get in there and compete with them and make anywhere from like $11,000 to like $40,000 a month. It seems like the range for people is like this guy, whoever he is, we're not going after the 3,000, but you can easily get into like the 15 to 35K range right here if you do this right, if you really study the competition. So the price is great, right? I'm sure that this is not more than like $5 to source and to ship, and then $30, like you're making probably, I would say maybe at least $15 a sale. And the reviews are just like crazy, crazy, crazy good here. Even the people making, like, oh, I guess he's still has 397, but that's still not that high in my opinion. Guys making 22,000 with 64 reviews and 46 reviews, 12K. Like, this is a golden market. Of course, I wouldn't just go on Alibaba and order this and be like, give me 500 units, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to analyze the market and just really study everything to see. Don't make this mistake, of course. Like, people make this mistake a lot. They just think that just because they have numbers, that's enough to justify a product. And that's where a lot of people fail. And they order a bunch of units, but there could be a lot of little pit holes wrong with this market. And I literally teach every single possible pit holes in my Amazon FBA course. It's linked down below if you're interested. But I just want to make sure that everyone avoids these issues, because studying the market goes so much more deeper than just looking at numbers. But that's for another video, because like I literally have 2 modules in my course where I break every single step down to literally leave no question unanswered. But nonetheless, let's move on. This is I don't even know what this is. I don't know how this works. They have quite a nice looking listing. I mean, I would still improve on it. It still looks like it was made in like paint, and it's like obviously not that great. I mean, if you know me, if you see my listings, you would understand what I mean by great listings, and I cover this again in my course. But anyways, different topic. So pet hair cleaner, remover, dog hair, cat fur, clothes. I don't even know what this would be, to be honest. So in this case, and this is a golden information, if I were you, I would listen very carefully here. If you don't know what the main keyword is, do not go and try to guess it and be like, I think it's pet hair cleaner, I'm going to study the market for that. You can when you're first just looking at it, but if you're really serious, this is what you do, okay? You copy the ASIN, which is this up here. You go to Helium 10, and this is why I love it so much. You go to Cerebro, which is a reverse ASIN search, so it basically shows you what the ASIN you're typing in is ranking for. So this is very helpful. So I put in this ASIN, I put get keywords, it's gonna search them for me. It's going to give me a list. I'm gonna sort them from most searched for to least searched for. In the volume, I'll show you right here. Search volume, so I just click it once and it's going to rearrange it for me so that I know what it's ranking for. Hair dryer, I highlight. Some of them, keep in mind, in Helium 10 are very, very genetic broad words, and those are not the ones that you want to go after, because hair dryer is definitely not it, but perhaps dryer balls, that might be it. So you open this in Amazon, and this is kind of similar, but this is that stuff you put in the what is it called? The dryer. I know that, and this is not it. This is maybe you can rank for it, but this is for humans, right? So you are not trying to rank for this word, otherwise you're not going to do well. So let's try pet hair remover. That might be like brushes and things. So again, this is not a word you want to rank for, or you might like run ads for it or something, and you can see some of them are up here, but this is still not the main word, because there are so many other products that people could be buying like this. Someone looking for this type of product is not going to buy the little ball thing right here, because it's a completely different thing. You want to keep going until you find the one that looks like it. So lint roller for hair pets, that's not even it. So you want to keep going, and just to be safe, you want to open every single one of these to see what it is, because this is probably not it either. You see how many different variations? So that those ball things are very, very niche, and you want to keep going until you find like what the heck it actually is. And sometimes you might go like very low into like the 20 words. Literally, we're like on word 20, and I do not find a word that will show me that whole market, right? These are all super different products. So in this case, this might actually be these types of products that is ranking for many, many different keywords. So an advantage and disadvantage of this type of product, and no one really talks about these types of products either. It's all you hear is get to page 1 for the main keyword. However, that's not applicable for all products, and you see this prime example here, because if you open all of these keywords, what you will notice is somewhere in there, you will find a few of those ball things, whatever the ball listings. Let me find it. I don't even know where it is. Where are you? Okay. All right, this. So you will find this spread out between those words. Maybe it's in sponsored ads, or maybe one seller is ranking for them, but this is just a unique product that could be described in so many different ways, and that's somewhat of an advantage because you're not ranking for one word with all the top dog sellers. This is where having a strategic PPC strategy, or really taking the time to analyze the keywords, is what's going to get you ahead, right? In other products like the leg brace thing we saw earlier, you can rank for one word, whatever, foot balance, whatever the heck it was, and still do well. Here, it's a different strategy. You're going to have to rank for different keywords, and there might be super, super random words like dryer furniture, bedding for catcher lint. Like, there's just not one word that describes it. I mean, dog hair remover balls, that's probably what I would call it, but people are probably not typing that in to buy this product. So it's very, very different. And again, this is how Amazon works. There's not a cookie cutter formula, and I want to make you aware of that. That is why I at least have one product research video a week on my channel. I do daily uploads. By the way, if you have not yet subscribed, literally click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, please. I put so much work into these videos, and if you like subscribe and like the video, it really helps so much, and I'm just trying to get the word out to as many people as possible. And besides, like, literally everyone asks for product research videos, so I'm here delivering. But that's the point I'm trying to make. It's so different with the products in Amazon that you have to kind of know what you're looking for and how to be successful at it. And that's just, you just gotta know that, right? Like, sometimes it's not about just ranking for one main keyword. I'm going to, of course, make many more, but I just wanted to show you that it is possible to find winning products, and this is how you analyze them. You just saw me find a 40K a month product, like the second product I looked at, and then this could potentially be good if you just have to dive deeper into this. I'm not going to do that. It's probably going to be like another 30 minutes for me to really like nitty gritty get down to business of this. So I'm just going to leave that up to you if you want to look into this market. But anyways, all the links are down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.